Hello. Some of y'all have been asking about this, so I went ahead and built one. It took me a little bit to do it, but here it is. It's the power feed for the mini lathe. I started with this type of motor. It's a very high torque. I had to machine it to 10 millimeter to fit these gears. This is my little collet that I use. Get these from Little Machine Shop. You need two of them. Put it in here, this collet that I made, so I can bore it to fit this lead screw. Also, this is 10 millimeter. I take the shaft out of here, machine it down to 10 millimeter. The idler is the same one used on the back of the mini lathe. All these gears are used on the mini lathe. It's made of nylon so you don't strip it out. Now, how you use it is you remove the gear on your lead screw from your change gear setup. So then the lead screw now is independent. You put your power feed on and you go ahead and lock it in, get it all set up. And what I'm doing here, taking the screw out. When I pull this down, now the power feed is disengaged. So you can go back to, if you want to use your change gear setup, real easy to do. You put your change gear back on and you're good to go. This is independent. Put the screw back in. Real important to put the screw back in, because when this rides up, if you hit the electric, it will go up and make contact with it. And if you have this gear on, the reason this nylon gear is in there, so it will strip instead of stripping your motor out. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to demonstrate it to you, how this all works. Alright, we're just about to go with it. Now, in order to make it operate, I had to build a power supply because these motors, they take a lot of power. So I chose 24 volts. They'll work on 12 to 24 volts. The reason I chose 24 volts, my high and low RPMs, and there's enough power that I don't have to worry about straining the power supply. Now I had to build a power supply. That's up here. That's the power supply up there sitting on top. All these parts, they go in this power supply. My proportional drive system here, all come from here. All the parts are available from these people. The motor, all the electronic switches, the speed controller. We'll turn it on. This is the tachometer. This is a proportional drive speed controller. This is a power management system. When I'm running the lathe, I can see exactly what wattage I'm using, how much power I'm using, so I don't overdrive my main board. So that's a really good thing. So let's get started. Set this off over here. Turn this back around this way. Okey-doke. Now, what I have over here is when I press this blue button, that's the only time that the carriage will move. That way you don't crash your carriage or your tool post into your chuck. It will never happen when you're running the electric power feed. Okay? That's what the power feed looks like. And I can switch directions. I can speed it up. Or I can slow it down. See, so I have very good control over my saddle now. The reason I did this because proportionally the chuck rotates at whatever RPM that the chuck is rotating, then the lead screw is driving proportional to the chuck. So it's whatever the ratio is because of your change gears. Even on your slowest change gear, the lead screw for me is running too fast. Now I can adjust it and I can get a real fine finish on here. This is a pretty decent finish, don't get me wrong. This is with the back gear. But I can get a really fine finish up here. So, you know, it was well worth it. Now, when I first started out, this was the gearbox for the drive change gear. It went down here. But I couldn't get this lever in here working properly. So we built this one. Okay, if you want any more information, just drop me a message on YouTube and we'll see what we can do to get you answered. Alrighty? So, oh, I wanted to show you one other thing before I go. See, my RPMs are coming up. A lot of guys are trying to figure out where to mount their tack sensor. Here's a real easy spot, and it's out of the way, and the wires are covered up. See, right on the side there. Okay, have a good one. Get back with you later. Bye-bye.